Question I got for you
Yeah.
in the aftermath of this game. It looks like Aaron Rodgers is going to be back next week. So Devontae Adams, in the absence of Aaron Rodgers, has really established himself as the wide receiver one on the Packers. Like, no question about it. No argument, nothing. Jordy Nelson has disappeared.
Yep.
How do you see this shaking out next week, the week after that? I'm really interested to know your thoughts on this.
Great question. Yeah, I hadn't even been thinking of that one, and I think it actually just the pendulum shifts right back to Jordy Nelson. It's you're thinking about Aaron Rodgers, and that's his boy. They've played together for 8, 9, 10 years, whatever it is, and the chemistry those two have, it was full on display all year until he got hurt. There's just Jordy Nelson and him, they're on a whole different level in terms of knowing where the other guy's going to be, knowing when it's a broken play, like where Jordy's going to be deep down the field. Nobody matches that type of chemistry in the NFL right now. So I just think it'd be back to the normal. It'd be Jordy at the top of the totem pole. I do love the way Adams has separated himself. I think his game, with Jordy, his game's so much about Aaron Rodgers knows exactly where to put the ball when he's in tight coverage. He knows Jordy can go up and get it at this exact spot. And Brett Hundley's just not that type of quarterback. He doesn't have that type of trust or that type of arm to put it right exactly where he needs to get it. That's what Jordy is so valuable for a guy like Aaron Rodgers, but so disvaluable for a guy like Brett Hundley. When he's got the number one corner on him, he's not really shaking free too often, even when he has Rodgers, other than, chemistry, a broken play type of thing. Adams is more the guy that can shake through coverage, get more wide open. And I think that's why Hundley's really locked in on him, because he's just quicker out of his breaks and is more open consistently. And he's been making tons of plays after catches, breaking tackles and ripping them afterwards. So I think Adams is proving what a great talent he is. But even then, it doesn't matter. Jordy is still Rodgers' guy. I think both of them would obviously be great. Like, Adams was doing well even with Rodgers there. I think Randall Cobb even gets back into life. He's actually been dropped in a lot of leagues, 50% owned right now. So Cobb, if you're in the playoffs, worthwhile pick. They have a tough schedule moving down here the road, but it's Aaron Rodgers, it's the Packers. I think the pendulum shifts back to Jordy. Adams takes the second fiddle, and then Cobb still will get peppered with some targets too.
I think given what's happened over the past, it's been 10 weeks or something like that since Rodgers got hurt, I think it is easy for people to forget the numbers that Jordy Nelson was putting up with Aaron Rodgers, which,
by
the way, were the numbers that he puts up every year with Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
I can tell you because I had him in the RSJ league, and pretty much when he went down is coincidentally right around the time my team started being terrible, because I went from having a guy that was guaranteed 20 plus points a game to a guy that scored me 4 points a game. And that never changed. But the guy he finds the end zone. It'd be he only had 3 balls. Oh, but he caught 2 touchdowns.